banished from normal garage broadcasts from my intergalactic basement arcade on my questionable mission to review this thing. Ding, ding, ding.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Clay Carlino channel. Why is it special? Because today we're standing up for the little guy, Pac-Man. This is Tiny Arcade Pac-Man. Now, normally this kind of a review would be on Classic Game Room, which is the greatest internet video game review show ever. And if you're not watching it right now, stop and go watch it. I'll wait. I've had quite a few different miniature versions of Pac-Man over the years. I've had Pac-Man keychains and tabletop games, and one of my friends when I was a kid had the upright cabinet-style tabletop game, and they all had one thing in common, in that they would use segmented displays to kind of crudely recreate the game. This game by far beats them all. Here, let me show you. When you buy this, comes in a box like this, and of course there's the obligatory instructions, which you don't need that. That's Gumby. Gumby's great. Oh, Fraggles. Hey, I haven't seen Fraggles in forever. So there you go. That's some good stuff. No Transformers though. That's a shame. Here is Tiny Arcade Pac-Man, and it's amazing. Now, it's got this keychain on here, and I mean, this thing's about the width of my hand. I just don't think that it's practical as a keychain, but I guess they wanted to give it an extra feature or something. Nonetheless, it is very, very tiny. I saw some reviews on Amazon complaining that it was actually too small. Did they read the package? I mean, the smallest fully functional arcade game. Okay? World's smallest. Tiny arcade. Did they miss that? That would be like buying a bottle of hot sauce and then complaining that it's hot. Nonetheless, this thing is actually really amazing. Here, you just turn it on the back here, and then you press the button. Notice the marquee lights up. Okay, I'm going to try and capture this on video. This is Pac-Man. I mean, this is an amazingly accurate rendition of Pac-Man on a tiny, tiny arcade cabinet. I remember when I was young, there was some kid that had the Pac-Man video game watch. And, it was a watch, you wore it on your wrist, and it had this very, very simplified LCD Pac-Man screen on it. And, it was sort of Pac-Man, but it was, you had, like, maybe 3 different paths that you could go on, and a total of 6 pellets that you could eat. It was ridiculous. But this is a tiny, playable version of Pac-Man that is a little bit larger than a keychain. I can't believe that anybody would rate this low, because this is so cool. And as you can see, I'm able to play just fine. Listen to the sound effects. I mean, it's really impressive. I saw a Pac-Man game at Target. So for almost the same price, you can see that this is not nearly as authentic or as cool as the Tiny Arcade version. This is using an actual miniature computer screen. Those are tiny pixels. And as for the people who say, well, it's too small to play, not only am I playing this, but I'm doing it while looking through my camera lens, I don't understand the complaint. Oh, and see, now that was just me being stupid, because for a moment I thought of the fruit as a power pellet. Dumb mistake. That's what happens when you're taping and talking while playing Pac-Man, when the priority should be Pac-Man. Oh. There we go. A little shout out to Mark Bussler on Classic Game Room. I would love to send this to you so that you could review it, but the problem is that I want to keep it. But if you're willing to send it back, then I'll gladly send it to you, and then you can do a proper review. For anyone who likes Pac-Man, or likes things that are tiny and adorable, or who is just impressed by miniaturized technology, buy this. You want this. It's fantastic. And to those people that rated it low on Amazon, maybe you're expecting a full-size arcade machine. I don't know. But nonetheless, this is awesome. So there you go. If you like this video, or you like any of my other videos, please feel free to subscribe. Click the thumbs up button. Other than that, seeing how you do not need to be afraid to speak out against tyrannical reviews on Amazon and spoof one of your favorite internet shows in the process. This is Clay Carlino telling you to be brave. This is my subliminal message. Play Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Sounds great, doesn't it? Complaining about that is like getting a dragon's milk beer and complaining that there's too many dragons in it.